believe it. The owner wants to return the car, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Check this out, guys. So we have a huge announcement to make. So a lot of you guys have been asking for it. How can we buy some sauce and get entered into the giveaway? But look at what we have right here. We got a whole entire pallet of some dang sauce, dang barbecue, and also some dang bacon, seasoning and rub. And this is gonna sell as a triple threat package. You get all three of these in one box, and you can purchase this on goonsquad.com to get entries into the 2022 Chevrolet 2500 High Country Duramax plus $15,000 cash giveaway. So guys, definitely be sure to visit goonsquad.com, check out all the official rules, copy a dang triple threat package, and you might just be the lucky winner of this giveaway. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are here at the new Goon Squad garage, and today we're gonna continue working on our 2021 Ford Bronco Wild Track here. And as you guys can tell in the background, we got V-Tuned in the building, and he is coming out here to make sure that we have been doing things right, and he is the best in the business. And what do you think so far?
Y'all did it all wrong.
Oh my, I mean, we kind of figured that. That's why we knew we had to call you in.
No, I mean, I was watching the video. You guys got it pulled out pretty good, but there's still a lot of things you got to do now.
Yeah,
know?
that's true. And we got to make sure we don't overpull, right?
Oh yeah, overpulling it would be a big mistake.
Wow, so this is definitely going to be a lot easier than that Lamborghini Urus right there. So
Where's it at? Oh, y'all got it wrapped.
That's right. Oh, this is his first time seeing it.
It's wrapped, but you know what? The key is still not here. So
No.
key has been missing for a very long time, but we are just working on it, and not too bad.
What kind of wrap is this?
It's a matte sand desert storm or something like
Yeah,
that.
some kind of desert storm.
Dude, that looks sick.
Wrap.
Oh, y'all wrapped the roof too?
Yeah, we gave it a shot. First time ever wrapping. There's, you know.
We ran into some challenges, but you know what? Let's not talk about this thing because it doesn't start. If it doesn't start, it ain't no good.
It ain't no good, man.
Maybe you don't run.
That's
You ain't got no gas
dude,
in
it's
it.
true. It could be a blown motor for all we know, but we're still working on that. But anyways, the main focus right now is to get this fixed right here. What do you think we should do? Take off everything?
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take everything off, and I guess we'll just start, you know, measuring stuff, and you know, start from there.
Son, this sucker is absolutely coming together. We took off the old quarter panel, threw on this aftermarket right there, and dude, that looks super
Dude,
sick.
these things
dude.
are nice, dude. I'm actually super glad we went with this way because, dude, those other flares and those other quarter panels ain't got nothing on how sick this is.
How
dude.
aggressive this looks. And this is the most like beautiful fiberglass we've ever worked with. I know we worked with fiberglass on the Porsche, and that was horrible. This right here, everything is literally perfect. It's almost ready for paint or
Dude,
wrap, whatever,
It's
dude.
ready, dude. This stuff is super solid, not flimsy and anything like that. I mean, we already threw this on and it lines up really good, dude.
Flawless. And I know you said something about how this was made. You noticed something
Yeah,
on the
I mean,
backside.
on the other Porsche fenders, I guess they use like strands of fiberglass, and then this right here is like one nice piece, you know, it makes it nice and solid.
Dude, definitely. Oh my goodness, it fits up perfectly back here. The gap is perfect right here. After you guys did some more pulling, basically
Basically all we did was we pulled the center post a little bit more, and then we kind of tried to pull everything forward too, because what happened was, I guess when it got hit right here, it pulled everything, it kind of just sucks everything in. So we did a little more pulls down there, we did some more pulls in there, and now look at the gaps.
Dude.
They're beautiful.
That is absolutely amazing right there. And right here, we are gonna have to do a little bit more adjusting because this is fiberglass. Fiberglass is a little bit thicker than like the metal or the original stuff.
Yeah, super thin stuff. So you're gonna have to probably like trim and shave a few things down, but that's not a big deal right there. We're actually gonna jump on the other side over there and take off the original fender over there, throw on the wide fender. That way we can see exactly how it fits to the original like body gaps and stuff like that. That way we can use this good side as reference to that damaged side over there and just line everything up perfect.
Exactly, yeah. We wanna definitely see how it lines up over here where it has never been wrecked, and then we're just gonna do the adjustments later. But let's go ahead and show them the back side of this fender right here, dude. I just wanna show you guys the weave back here.
Quality,
look at that,
dude. Look
dude.
at the quality. It's all one big sheet right there. Solid. I mean, that is just amazing.
Look at all the tabs, dude. That is thick right there. That is not gonna break when you're jumping like, what, 15 feet in the air, dude?
Doing wheelies, I'm telling you, man.
But anyways, guys, let's keep on moving here. Test fit this, test fit the hood, and probably start changing some panels.
Dude, let's do it.
Alrighty guys, so we just got done test fitting all of our body panels, and I gotta say this sucker looks absolutely insane, and everything is just lining up just about perfect. Of course, a little bit more tweaking here and there, but you know what, for the most part, we are making some major moves here, and we even took off this whole entire quarter panel right here. We were originally thinking about just splicing it in about from right here and just changing all this stuff, but then we did kind of notice a little bit of damage in this area right here. As you can tell, it's kind of like just squished in. It's not too bad, but I think it's just gonna be best to just go ahead and have this nice and straight. That way, like, we don't have any issues with like the seal of the door or anything like that. So we just went all the way over there and we just peeled off the whole entire old thing and we slapped on the new thing right here, dude. And that's gonna look pretty clean, dude. I think it's gonna be the perfect way to do this right here.
Yeah, I mean, this is the best way to do it. That way we're not splicing or anything like that, and it looks original. Dude, it looks really good, dude.
Lines up perfectly. Look at that. That bolt hole right there lines up. Everything in the back lines up. And up front over here, we are actually noticing that we are gonna need to be doing a little bit more pulling, because this is sitting perfectly flat up against this section, and right here it's not wanting to touch. So that's gonna allow us to know that we need to do a little bit more pulling, which is very minor. It's gonna be super quick to do that.
Oh yeah, 100%. We're getting a lot of stuff done. And the good thing about it, we can replace that piece a lot easier now that we remove the old quarter panel. So that's a huge plus right there. So that will slap in and hopefully everything lines up perfectly.
I think it will, dude. So far, dude, this has been one of the easiest frame jobs I think we've ever done right here. And it's mainly because we've, you know, learned so much from V-Tuned, and we've done so many like major frame jobs, like that Urus, for example. That was the toughest one. So going on to something like this, dude, it's just an absolute breeze, dude.
Yes, everything that we learned. I mean, obviously every frame job is a little bit different, but you know what? This one's awesome right here. All three of us on this thing getting stuff knocked out.
Four of us, Pops too.
Oh yeah, Pops too.
Pops is doing most of the work. You know what I mean? But
dude,
so far, dude, it's super easy to work with this thing. Super happy. And the reason why I like this type of framework right here, because it's so minor, we can focus on actually building the thing, you know, making it super epic.
Yeah, and like while we're working on this thing, we're also ordering parts and talking to companies, so we're pretty excited.
Cannot wait to show you guys the end result. But anyways, guys, it is super late. V-Tuned already took off. We're just gonna catch you guys tomorrow in the morning. is the next day here, guys, and V-Tuned is back out. He actually had to take off a little early because something actually got into his eye.
Yeah, I was doing a little bit of sanding on the quarter panel, a little piece of metal.
Dude,
Just...
I told you don't wear your safety squints. Wear some real glasses, but he actually had to go to the doctor to get it.
Yeah, they just wiped it out, which I probably could have done myself.
Dude. Right here, dude. For coming back out here, man, that's amazing right there. But we actually have a change of plans, right? So we actually ended up popping this piece out here. It was very difficult to pop out because of how it's wedged into there. You really can't even get to those spot welds.
Yeah, it basically slides in there, and then there's a couple of spot welds in the back that you can't really get to, but we got them out. And then we found some more damage under here, and it does not look good at all.
Oh my goodness, dude. This is the piece that we did not want to get into right here. This right here, because this is going to be the most amount of work right here, because you got to kind of go back into here, and then there's a bunch of spot welds in here, but you're saying that it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a lot easier in the long run, because we could actually try to straighten it out, but we actually just test fitted the frame rail. Well, that's the outer frame rail, and then that's the inner one.
Yep.
And it doesn't really line up, and I mean, the time we're going to spend hammering, dolling it, it's just really not worth it. Might as well just go ahead and replace it.
Dude, honestly, I thought we were just going to just replace the outer skin and that was going to be it. But man, we're digging so deep into this Bronco. This sucker is just completely just like a shell. We're seeing the skeleton of it right here. That's just how it goes, dude. If you want to rebuild cars, you got to kind of rebuild them right. And V-Tune definitely knows how to do it. He's been probably the longest one in the whole entire trade right here.
You 20 years.
You dropped out of school to do. Did you drop out of school?
Yeah, dropped out of school and started working.
Straight to work, dude. That's amazing right there. So a huge shout out to V-Tune. But right now we're just gonna keep on moving. We're probably just gonna go ahead drill some holes into this right here. Right, we're gonna drill some holes.
Yeah, we're gonna actually splice it in right here because there's a splicing point, so you don't have to take apart the rear section.
Awesome right there. So it's half the work right there. So I say we just go ahead, keep on working, and hopefully knock out all the framework. Goodness, guys, look at what pulled in over here. We built him, David.
Yep.
He did not forget about the wing that was included into his 370Z deal right here, and we just hooked him up, installed it right quick. That sucker looks mean. What do you think, dude?
Super duper aggressive, honestly.
Oh my god.
My mind was stuck on the duck bill, but man, looking at it in person and it's sitting here, plus we want to go carbon in the future all over the place, so
dude,
that really tops it off, man.
Heck yeah, dude. What do you think about this right here, dude?
Give it back, man.
We want it back, dude. Give us
back.
back this car right here, dude. This wide body car matches that wing perfectly. I think only wide body cars deserve a super tall wing like that, dude. What do you think about the weave on it, dude?
Dude, it looks perfect.
Wow, look at the quality of the weave right there. The winglets have carbon, of course, and even the mounts right there, dude. That is nice, dude. You are ready for drifting.
For takeoff.
For takeoff. The airport, pretty much, dude. This thing is looking sick. Dude, you're ready for flight, man.
Oh, yeah.
guys, we have found a perfect stopping point. All the framework is basically complete. If you look over here, everything is nice and straight, and you have to do a couple like intricate pulls. You actually had to pull this like downwards or something, right?
Yeah, basically this area was pushed in a little bit, so I went ahead and strapped a clamp on, pulled it out, and then we also pulled it down. So I kind of just pushed everything out exactly how it went in there. But man, it's looking good. We got everything pulled out. We also went ahead and prepped this entire surface right here, got it all sprayed in with some weld-through primer, and then we also went ahead and sprayed that entire piece right there with etching primer because they just gave it a bare. That's pretty crazy. I've never seen a bare metal part from the dealer.
What kind of metal is it? It looks like almost galvanized or something. So
That's
maybe
what I thought it was.
It doesn't rust, but it's
sure.
always good to have that extra protection. So we threw that primer on there. That way it doesn't rust or anything. But basically, we just have to just drill through that, and then it's going to be ready to weld.
Yeah, we went ahead and marked all the spots on that. We took the measurements from the old one, drill all that out, slap it on there, and then do one final test fit on all the parts so we can get it welded together.
I am so happy that we're actually changing that piece right there because look how everything came out. So once you remove this, it actually came out a lot more. Just zoom into that floor pan right there, dude. That looks really good right there. That's almost original right there. And another thing that you actually talked about, something about the motor. When it gets hit, it's sitting on bushings. It kind of slings, and it could have bent the front end.
Yeah,
right?
basically if a car gets hit in the side, you know, all that weight from the motor, the front suspension, everything, it will kind of throw it, and it can actually bend the rails over in some cases. And I think maybe these aprons kind of got pushed over because we were doing some test fitting on the fender and the headlight or the hood.
Yeah.
And it kind of wanted to go like over just a little bit. So I guess we'll have to take, I guess we'll have to dive in that tomorrow once we get all this back on, get everything situated.
Yes,
you know?
sir, dude. That's the main concern right there, which we're moving right along with it, guys. But before you know it, this whole entire frame job is going to be complete, and we're going to start slapping on some aftermarket parts. This build is going to be absolutely insane, but definitely drop all your comments and thoughts down below. And also, don't forget about the giveaway. The 2022 Chevrolet 2500 High Country Duramax is going to be over before you know it, so be sure to get entered before it is too late. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Drop all your comments and thoughts down below. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.